Hey, what's going on there? I'm hopping in today. I'm just going to be working here for a little bit on writing up the book blurb for Published with Jarvis is the name that we ended up going on uh, to finally call what the Writing with Jarvis book that we've been playing around with here in the community. And so I'm just kind of going back through the book blurb, some of the options that we've been playing around with, and just doing a little bit live. So if anyone's here, say hey in the comments. Just kind of working through this, and just happy to just check in and chat if anyone's here checking in live. But going to be seeing where Jarvis can help out and make this book blurb really pop for obvious reasons. The book blurb is a very important aspect of any book that's getting published. It's, you just imagine you're walking into a bookstore, pick up a book, you read the title, subtitle, check the author. What's the next thing you do? You flip open the book and start to scan through, or you take a look at the back of the book and see, oh, what is this book all about? So that's what we're going to be doing here, and just kind of making it a little enticing for people that are going to be picking up this book. Yeah. Let's see what here. Own book using Jarvis and AI to become a published author. Well, so I'm kind of just starting in the long form. I've got some stuff already written here, but I'm just going to start with the long form assistant to just give it some context for what we're going to be doing here, and see what inspiration Jarvis kind of has for me. As you can see, I've written some stuff here. I've gotten a rough bit about the blurb already written out, but I think it could definitely use some improvements. Paragraph. Stopping by live, say hey. Just doing some book blurb writing, using Jarvis to write the book for the Published with Jarvis. We're about to finish up the edits today, send it off to our formatter, and hopefully by Monday or Tuesday of next week have the physical copies of the Advanced Reader Edition shipped out, as well as the upgraded, improved ebook edition. Let's see. Book blurb. I've always wanted to. I'm not sure where to start. Let's do this one. I like that. So you see, we've got the basic title, content over here. You always wanted to write a book, but you're not sure where to start. And then there's a problem with finding time. You don't have time. Well, this is your lucky day because we have just what you need, Jarvis and AI. We know this sounds too good to be true. That's why we're offering this 7-day challenge for free. It's not necessarily true. Download an app. See, Jarvis is making up some fancy stuff. Let's see here what we want to do. All right. That's why. All right, let me see. So I know in the book blurbs, typically, what do we want? We want to be talking to the folks reading this book and showing them what they're going to get when they read. So one of the quotes that I really like from one of the previous challenges, let's do this. Seven-day book challenge. Let's see. So I'm going to kind of write out what I've already written on the previous book blurb, and then we'll see if Jarvis can help kind of condense it and make it a little bit, add a little bit more sizzle to it. We're done on your book in 7 days than you've done in the last 7 years. And that was from a Michael Hale, who went through one of the, I think it was the second challenge that we did. He had been putting off a book for almost a decade. Good morning, everyone out there, all you awesome, beautiful people. How's everything going in y'all's world today? All right, let's see. You've always wanted to write a book, but you don't know where to start. I like it, but I'm going to type what I said here, and then we'll just do that, because I did use Jarvis to write the original one. Awesome. Pull up my Facebook, because I'm just seeing in my StreamYard just Facebook users, so I can see who's chatting. Well, yeah, we're after this blurb is done, the rest of my day is going to be spent just combing through the final edits and then getting it sent off to a formatter. We're working with a cover designer on the to just kind of like just take another crack at this Canva cover that I had made. We're going to put a little bit of money behind it to make it pop a little bit more. And Cool. Sweet, Michael. Good to see you. Yeah. Awesome. I'm finding there was a few paragraphs in the beginning of the book when I was reading it this morning that I realized were kind of a little bit redundant. And so there might have been some of that. I know that was some feedback. There was a few redundancies. Just, glossing over some stuff. So if you catch anything while you're reading it, Michael, let me know. There should be a message or anything pops out that's glaringly obvious that needs to be adjusted, and we'll get that taken care of. All right, cool. Have you been years? Sure. A book can Sure, publishing a book can be a lot of work if you don't have the right tools and a clear plan to write, edit, and distribute your ideas. There's secrets authors who have discovered a repeatable, simple, repeatable process to extract. Everyone just checking in with us here. We are writing through the book blurb for Published with Jarvis right now, just kind of like hashing out what I've already written on the first edition of the book. And right before we wrap it up, send it off to the cover designer, get it formatted, and then get it back out to you guys. I'm preparing for the June 7th launch. Let me see. If you guys want to take that challenge, just go to jarvisunderground.com/challenge to join us for this next round. Extract. I wrote this book blurb, and originally when I wrote the first round of this book blurb, it was about probably like 3 weeks ago, and I just like powered through it to get something out there, and I used Jarvis for it. And so some of this wording here is cracking me up a little bit. Whether you want to write a fictional story of star-crossed lovers or a business book that packages your knowledge to position you as an authority. This book is for you. Now, when kind of something I'm trying to keep in mind when it comes to this book blurb is like the person, I'm just thinking like from like a consumer standpoint, someone reading that's never heard of Jarvis, that's never heard of Conversion AI, that's never heard of Jarvis Underground, is like when they're picking up a book to read, obviously all of our time is limited. And, where we spend our time reading is, we want to make sure that we're getting something out of it. So you want to like call out the person that you want to be reading with here and let them know that, hey, this book is for you. This is the outcome that you're going to be getting by reading this book. Being an author opens doors that would stay closed for your brand, your book can become a powerful accelerator to grow your audience once you finally get it written. I'm curious, can you guys actually read this in wherever you're watching this video at? I hear some people say that it's difficult to read, and I upgraded in the past, so I upgraded my StreamYard account to try and be a higher I don't know, higher quality as far as what it says. I can read it whenever I watch the videos. I'm just curious if any of you guys are having trouble actually reading the words that are out here. It's a little fuzzy. Okay. I wish we could. Let me see this. Is that better? I'm trying to zoom in. Okay, cool. Can you zoom in on the page? Check some more of the window. Okay, cool. So this is better. Perfect. Sweet. Well, I feel like my dad, who's blind, and he's got his computer turned up to 80-point font all the time over here. Cool. So being an author opens doors that would stay closed for your brand. Your book can become a powerful accelerator to grow your audience once you finally get it written. Let's say this and published. All right. And then part of like when I'm going up with the process with writing this book is, it's obviously, inside of the 7-day challenge, we've got the idea of like, hey, let's get that minimum viable manuscript out of your head and get that advanced reader edition into people's hands. And so that's essentially what we've been doing. When you pre-order the book now, you've got the manuscript that we've been working on. But, to say that you could just come up with an idea on the spot for a book and write it in a week isn't lying. And it is not necessarily misleading, but it depends completely 100% on like your goals and like the desired outcome with the book, right? Like if you want to write a book that's, just a simple book on, like an ebook on different types of dog food, right? You could get that written in a week, probably no problem with Jarvis, and knock out 10, 20,000 words and have it be really, really around there. But if you're basing a book more around like your thought leadership, it's obviously going to take a bit more time in compiling and organizing your thoughts. So, obviously this book didn't get written in 7 days, and it's been a growing process over the last few months. Let me see this. So right now I'm in the middle kind of what I'm working at with my book blurb that I've already gotten out. I got about 7 or 8 bullet points. And then at the bottom of it, I got Zachariah and I's author bios that we'll add into it. And then we'll be sending this off to the designer today. So this was from a poll that we did a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, inside of the group for reasons that people like want to write a book. Leave a legacy. I'm going to do it for like formatting purposes too. I want to make it kind of flow so it's easy on the eyes. Nurture. Deep. Build. Roadmap your content for blog posts videos, podcasts, and more. Discovered by new. Oh gosh, what am I doing? Let me pull this out of here, guys. Sorry about that. Hide. Cool. So that, and then what I've got here, so kind of like a call to action. So what I have here, take the 7-day book challenge and your book out lightning fast today. Author bio 1, author bio 2. Cool. So author that. So we got the bios that'll go down there. So now let's see how this is going to kind of look on the back of the book. So the size of the book that I'm using is that we're going to be using this in is a 6x9 format. So you can kind of see, stuff has to fit on here in a way that you can't have too much text, because that'll obviously just make it difficult to fit in. But yeah, so someone is the reason, and also the reason why we decided to change the name to the Published with Jarvis versus Writing with Jarvis is, honestly based on the feedback from people that were reading the book. And so one of the members of the community, Ravi, actually was the first one to bring this up with me. I think it was an amazing point that he had, was that the Writing with Jarvis obviously is the attention grabber, which we see inside of our community and what we're all doing here when we're talking about with Jarvis, but that the act of what's the end result, what's the end goal of what somebody has, whenever they're wanting to write a book, it's to get published, right? And so kind of starting with the end in mind, where are we going with this? Writing, yes, that's an important aspect of it, but there's a lot more that goes into the book publishing process than simply writing a book, right? You've got the editing, distribution, marketing, selling, PR, all that fun stuff. So I'm going to start with just kind of saying, if I'm reading this book and I say Published with Jarvis, go the step-by-step system to go from blank page to publish in 7 days with superhuman artificial intelligence. When I pull over the back, the call to action here is take the 7-day book challenge, right? What does that mean? Go from blank page to published in 1 week with Jarvis. To do with AI. Get more done on your book in 7 days than you've done in 7 years. All right, so now we're getting into just like, let's tighten this up now. Let's use Jarvis to just clean this up and make it look nice and solid for us to feel comfortable putting out there, so that readers on Amazon, readers across the internet know what they're getting into here. So have you been putting off a book because you think it's going to be curious what let's do here? I love this 5th grader one. I think you might. Nah, I don't like it. So I want to call out people with a question here, right? Like, have you been putting off writing a book? inside your head that you have a book inside your head that you want to get out of your head. Want to get inside your book that you want to get onto paper and into the world? Have you been putting off a book because you think it's going to take months or even years and are daunted? Or years? Sure, publishing a book can be a lot of work. Sure, publishing a book can be a lot of work if you don't have the right tools. So sure, publishing a book can be hard work and you need the right tools and to know what you want to do. Publishing a book can be a lot of work. Publishing can be a lot of work. By the task. But there's a secret society of authors, which is all you find people out there who have discovered a simple, repeatable process to extract your ideas out of your book, out of your head. No, that's not it. Your ideas. That made sense. Out of your head and into a compelling book. With the help of Jarvis. It's a secret society of authors. But did you know there's a secret society of authors who have discovered a simple, repeatable process to extract your ideas out of your head and into a compelling book with the help of artificial intelligence. But did you know there's a secret society of authors who've discovered a simple, repeatable process to extract ideas out of your head into a compelling book with the help of artificial intelligence? Whether you want to write a fictional story of star-crossed lovers or a business book that packages to position you as an authority, this book is for you. Now, anyone out there have any thoughts on this sentence specifically right here? Or what we're looking at right now? Drop them in the comments. I don't want like, again, I think that Jarvis came up with this, like, specifically, and so I'm probably gonna take away the star-crossed lovers bit because we don't wanna be targeting, um, fiction writers per se, though it is possible. Whether you wanna write a I kinda like it, though, 'cause it just kind of opens it up. I mean, just if you have any thoughts out there, please feel free to chime in on it. I wonder if it could be no, I don't like that. Fictional story, star-crossed lovers. Actually, I like this. If you want. We're not talking about star-crossed lovers here. We're talking about making money with books. If you want to write a nonfiction book, nonfiction book for you or your business that positions you as an authority, this book is for you. Being a published being a published author opens doors that would have stayed open doors and unlock opportunities. Nonfiction. Cool. It's already have utilized long form system. Yeah, let's do a demo. Got to bounce now. Cool, Michael. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate you being here. Being a published author can open doors and unlock a world of opportunities for you and your brand. Your book can become a powerful accelerator to grow your audience once you finally get it written, published. Into your ideal reader's hands. Leave a legacy. Build authority, lead to more sales of your products and services. And the conversion AI needs to fix that. And more speaking engagements get discovered by new audiences. Thought leadership's another one. No. All right, cool. Once it puts off writing your book until tomorrow. Again, 7-day book challenge and whip yourself book out writing fast starting today. I can live with that. So you got take the 7-day book challenge, go from blank page to published in 1 week with AI and get more done in your book in 7 days than you've done in the last 7 years. Do you have a book inside your head that you want to get onto paper and into the world? Have you been putting off writing a book because you think it's going to take months or years? Publishing a book can be a lot of work, and most people are daunted by the task, especially if you don't have the right tools and a clear plan to write, edit, and distribute your ideas. But did you know that there's a secret society of authors who have discovered a simple, repeatable process to extract the ideas out of your head and turn them into a compelling book with the help of artificial intelligence? If you want to write a nonfiction book that positions you as an authority, this book is for you. Being a published author can open doors and unlock a world of opportunity, for you and your brand. Your book can be a powerful accelerator to grow your audience. Once you finally get it written, published, and into your ideal reader's hands. Here are a few things. Increase your thought leadership. Number 2, increase your thought leadership. Get discovered by new audiences. Land more paid speaking engagements. Build authority in your field and industry. Nurture deep rapport with your audience. Lead to more sales of your other products and services. Roadmap your content for new blogs, posts, videos, podcasts, and more. Don't put off writing your book until tomorrow. Again, take the 7-day book challenge and whip your book out lightning fast starting today. Sweet. Let me see what that's there. Perfect. That's all she wrote. I'm going to go ahead and take this and we'll send it off to the designer. I'll add on our author bios and we'll be all set to go. I'm going to wrap things up here, guys. Thank you, everyone who did join in with you and chime in. Great to see everybody. And I will see you all around here very soon. Cheers, y'all.